uh, started by seniors today, and I am here to start this, to take the initiative of Guftagu. As you know, Guftagu means conversation, baatcheet, and here we are going to talk only. And I'm not here to give you any uh, speech or lecture or anything, nothing of that sort. I'll just give a topic. I'll speak for 5 minutes on that topic, and from there, it will be open house to all of you to participate and to share your experience. So I request everybody to mute themselves, please. Now, today's topic, which I had chosen for this discussion, is caught napping. So, what does caught napping means? It is a day-to-day experience. It is something. It is a situation where you are sometimes put in a very situation where you don't expect things to happen that way. It surprises you. Sometimes it will. You are not expecting that, and unexpected event in your life, it happens. So there you are. It is said that you are caught napping. So on this, uh, uh, I request, I welcome Usha ji and Madhura ji. Please mute. Lakshmi Ravichandran ji, please mute. And first of all, let me uh, ask your excuse. There is some sound because my next neighbor house, it is getting demolished. So machines are going on, so that sound will be there. Kindly bear with me. So my topic is caught napping. So I'll tell my life experience of once upon a time it happened with me and I was caught napping. How is it? I was in college that time, those days. It is a incidence of college. All of you, all of you must have undergone such a situation, but in a different way. So long when I was in college, I was a hard fan of movies. Almost every week I used to see movies, all those things. So what happened? And those days, it was a sort of, you can call it a craze, a fashion, to bunk the classes and go to the movies. But which I had never done it. I have never bunked my classes to watch a movie. But once what happened? One movie came which I badly wanted to see immediately, and that movie was Brahmachari. All of you know Brahmachari has very hit songs. तेरे मेरे प्यार के मैं गाऊं तू सो जा, and so many songs are there, hit songs are there, and the music was excellent in that movie. So I thought I should watch this movie alone so that friends will not disturb me. So I thought, why not to bunk the class? I was so to bunk the class means I had to be away from the class for almost 4 hours. So I thought if I bunk the class for 4 hours, I'll be caught. So I planned as if a murderer plans his murder. No? So I planned how to see this movie by bunking the class. So I said, let us split the films in two parts till first till interval and next day after interval. So that day I had planned. So I went to the theater. I bunked the class at 3 o'clock, 3:30. I was in the theater. I purchased the ticket, went to the movie, and half the movie I watched. When interval was there, I came out. Those days, during interval, they used to give gate pass, a small slip they used to give, with which you can go out and come inside. And when you come inside the hall, they will collect back that token. So I took the token and went home. Next day, next day again, I bunked the class after 4:30 so that I can see the movie from the interval. When I went to the theater at the time of interval and when I wanted to enter by giving the token, The gatekeeper said, "आप बाहर आप रुक जाइए थोड़ा." I was wondering why he is stopping me. When the movie started already, and he did not allow me. I asked, "What is the matter? I was watching the movie, and here is the gate pass. You are not allowing me. Why?" वो बोलता है, "साहब आप ये पिक्चर अभी नहीं देख रहे हो." अरे हमने कहा, "अभी बाबा हम अभी आए हैं, हम पिक्चर अभी इंटरवल हुआ है, अभी मैं बाहर में झूठ बोला, अभी तो आए हैं करके." बोला, "नहीं, दिस गेट पास बिलोंग्स टू यस्टरडे. You see the color, this is in yellow color, today's gate pass color is green." So there I was caught. So that is what is called caught napping. I never expected this to happen, and you can imagine my face, it बिल्कुल लाल हो गया. And I had to cut a very sorry figure because before that gatekeeper. He said, "No, we will not allow you. You buy the ticket and come." So I had to return disappointed. So half the movie I seen, the other half I saw it on TV when it came. So this is one of the experience of my life when I first time bunked the class and had this incidents in my life. So now the house is open for you all to share your experience, such incidents where you are not expecting anything or you are expecting something, but something else happened. You are welcome to
Can I
share
share
your
here?
experience. Yes, please, Suresh sir, please go ahead.
Listen, I'm Suresh Nanda from Delhi. During my during my school and college career, I was a movie buff. Am I making my communication clear to you, sir? Hello, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I am able to hear. Please go
Suresh ji, it
ahead.
is very clear.
Ah.
Please keep talking.
In school, I used after school hour, I used to go for tuition. That is from 6 to 9 or something like that. I don't remember. So when I go to tuition, I used to carry a couple of notebooks and books. But the day I used to bunk tuition and watch a movie, I used to take a one or two few notebooks which I can put it in my यहाँ रख लेता था. So I used to skip like this always. One day my mother caught me. He said, when you are going to tuition, you take a lot of books, but on certain times you just take one or two notebooks. What's the matter? Because you see, when you go to a theater hall, you can put two notebooks under your list or back. But when you have a bunch of books and all the things, you can't hide it. So that is the way I used to watch movies.
What is the surprise element? That is where you are caught napping.
No. Surprise element was I was a movie buff and my mother caught me when I am regularly when I go for tuition for
Yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
used to go couple of books, but
Okay,
in particular day only one or two notebooks.
correct, correct.
That's the surprising element.
Okay, thank
Am
you.
I making my communication clear to you, sir?
Thank you.
Is my communications clear to you,
Yes, yes,
sir?
very clear, very clear.
Ah.
Now, next, anybody else who want to share? Yes, Jamila ji, please go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Actually, I've got many incidences like this, but I'll share one incident which happened long, long back when I was in school. I was still not even just third standard or fourth standard, I remember. It was in Delhi. And, I used to get good marks in the report card. में सब अच्छा marks आता था मेरे को. So, in some subject, I think it was in maths, I think. Yeah. I got all 80 above report card. I was studying in Bal Bharti School, Delhi. So very nice school it is. So उसमें report card में all 80 ऐसा सब आता था. In one subject 38 आया. एक सब्जेक्ट में it was 38. Okay. So मेरे को we get the report card first. ना उसके बाद हम लोग उसको लेके घर में जाते हैं ना to show our parents. तो ये सब देखा मैंने. अरे क्या है 38 में क्या करूं? मैंने क्या किया? I took, some pen or something and made it 88.
Very funny.
वो 3 को मैंने ऐसा गोल करके 88 कर दिया. I didn't know that I'll be caught actually. But आराम से वो 88 बराबर आ गया. Then I went to the house and all. Then my father saw all these things and all. He said, why you should have got more? Last time you got more. उसके लिए भी he was telling. तो कम हो गया. You should have got more. You should have got. इसमें क्यों 88 मिला है? उसमें ज़्यादा मिला है and all that. Then he tottled. Why the rank has become so bad? रैंक आता है ना एक मार्क आता है रैंक पीछे जाता है बट व्हाई यू हैव गॉट क्वाइट नाइस मार्क्स बट समवेयर इट इज गॉन बियॉन्ड 13 और 14 लाइक दैट बोला. व्हाट ही डिड ही काउंटेड द होल थिंग. जो पूरे है ना वो मैथ्स जो जितने जितने हैं वो सब पूरे करके ही टोटल. अरे सो मच मार्क्स इज लेस ही सेड. द टीचर हैज नॉट एडेड प्रॉपर्ली. तो मेरे को भी आई वाज quite young also, I couldn't get it properly. I didn't know that he will be adding all these things सब करेंगे. तो मैंने भी ऐसा करके जब देखा तो yes it was less. Again he added. Then he came with me to school. मैं तो बहुत डर रही थी. I was so scared. And she came. Then teacher के पास गई. क्या करना है? Then teacher ने देखा. No, she also will forget, no. उनको भी भूल जाते हैं कितने सारे बच्चे होते हैं and all that. तो no, let me check the register जहाँ marks लिखा है. Then she was checking the class teacher. और सब में ठीक ठीक है पर इसमें तो no, she has got 38. But who has made this 8? Who has made this 88 करके उन्होंने पूछा. तो मैं तो ऐसे ही देख रही थी. Then my father was there. Then मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला. डिड यू मेक. टीचर तो बहुत स्मार्ट होते हैं ना. डिड यू मेक करके बोला मेरे को. दे टुक मी टू अ सेपरेट रूम नॉट इन फ्रंट ऑफ द होल क्लास एंड मेरे को देख के बोला डिड यू मेक. मैंने बोल दिया हाँ आई बिकॉज इट वाज वेरी लेस माय मदर फादर विल स्कोल्ड मी करके. माय फादर वाज इन सच एन ऑकवर्ड पोजीशन एक्चुअली. मैं भी कितनी awkward position में थी. Even I still remember so many years back. My father and he came. He just didn't talk anything. He came and he's just, my God, how he scolded me. What is this? Even if you get 0, it's okay. But see, you should never do like that in life. It was a big lesson for me. Never do such things and all that. So that was the thing where I was caught, in such a bad situation, even my father and myself. Now I think all that, I feel it was how it was, but that time it was very bad, my father, my mother, everybody scolded me. Never do such a thing. You fail also doesn't matter, but never do this. So this is the thing.
But at that time, you got that idea now to make 8 out of 3.
I don't know how it made. Yeah, because मेरे को idea वो देखो कैसा आया मेरे को. 38 को 88 कर दिया मैंने.
Nice.
विजय मलिया का परंपरा है.
हाँ. And next, Mohan sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Very good. Even in those days, our Jamila Mulki was a very good actress.
Okay.
Okay. My story goes back to the time when there was a movie that was released. It was a Hollywood movie which set waves in India. The movie was called Blow Hot, Blow Cold.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I was hardly 16 years old when I wanted to see the movie. Adults only movie. So that morning, what I did, I didn't wash my face. I applied a little coconut oil on what little whiskers I had and landed at the theater. I and another fellow, both of us same age. We landed at the airport. That fellow there, gave me a basilisk look. And he asked me in Bangla, hey, tumhar ki boys? I said, 18. The fellow who actually bought the tickets, he was 18. They said, you are underage and sent him out. And I walked in. Okay, and beautiful. So as I was seeing the movie, we ensured that I went inside it after the lights were off. and wanted to come out before the lights came on so that we are not spotted by others. But unfortunately, it was a little slow. Just I was at this side of the aisle, and on this side of the aisle, when we opened and looked around, there was our a close relative sitting on that side. And he gave me a funny look first and then turned his face the other way. I was trying to catch his eye and trying to strike a compromise, don't tell at home and things like that. Later on, I realized he was one of my cousins, a little older cousin, recently married. He had bluffed to his wife. If he had told his wife that he had gone to blow hot, blow cold, घर में blow hot, blow cold ho jata. So he had told her he is going to some Shiva Mandir or something. So acha hua, I found out his trick also. Thereafter, even today, he's in his 80s now.
Yeah.
And we still have a good laugh at and he says, even those days you were a wonderful storyteller. I'm not surprised that you're a professional storyteller now. So that was blow hot, blow cold story.
Good. Those days, theaters में they were not strict. कि adults के they used to even allow younger people also. Okay, next. Sundar
No,
ji.
no, Sriram sir, in Bombay, they were very strict.
अच्छा. Okay.
I still remember one, what Gypsy Camp Vanishes into the Blue. We had gone to, I have never bunked and gone because I was never very fond of movies. I was fond of songs, that's all. Never fond of movies. I've never bunked and gone to theaters or anything. The only movie, because all the college students were there, we had gone for this with a fake, identity card में date बदल के गए थे.
अच्छा.
ID card check करते थे ना.
हाँ.
So we used to check. We had changed the date in the ID card and gone.
Okay. अच्छा तो पकड़ा नहीं.
नहीं, पकड़े नहीं गए.
Nice.
That's,
Okay. Yes,
I
sir.
would like to share one of my experiences.
Yes, sir. Sundar sir, please go ahead.
Yes. This was during the dark days of emergency. I was working for the court in those days. And I used to travel by train from Churchgate to Mahim on my way back home. Usually, I used to carry my wallet containing the railway pass in my pocket. But that day, I really don't know what happened. I think I'd left my wallet back in the office. And then I came to Churchgate station, boarded the train. And that was the time you can say I was really caught napping. Because suddenly, to my surprise and horror, I found that my wallet was, I remembered that my wallet was left back in the office. And then I was traveling without ticket and without money, both. So I was just wondering what to do, hoping against hope that no ticket checker comes into the compartment. This way, I traveled up to Mahim. And what do I find at Mahim station? There was a special squad of ticket checkers waiting for their prey. So I took it easy. The only thing I could do was to act confident. So when the train started slowing down, I just got off the train as usual. And then I started walking towards the gate. And there again, there was one more horror at the gate. Two TCs were standing face to face and arguing with each other and almost blocking my way. So I just tapped one of them and said, "Excuse me." They just moved aside. I came out of the station only to heave a sigh of relief. That was, in a way, I was caught napping because I had left my wallet back in the office. Yes. And then I was traveling without ticket.
Yeah, correct.
And had I been caught, those days, anything could happen. It was like that.
Maybe because of the confidence with which you walked up.
That helped me. Yes, this is my experience.
Devendra Kumar ji.
Hello.
Hi, you can, yeah. आप अपना वीडियो स्टार्ट, हाँ बोलिए, स्टार्ट करिए
सर। It is my incident of napping when I was just in ninth class. It is in the year 1971.
Huh.
So my maternal uncle, when I was only having one maternal uncle. So our financial position, my father just came down very badly. So my mother talked with her brother to help him to continue with my studies because I was good at studies. So they have some conversation with each other. So he took me with me to Chowda Bazaar. I belong to Ludhiana. So there is a big bazaar, Chowda Bazaar. There is a prominent bazaar at that time. Now there are many markets, big malls. But at that time only Chowda Bazaar or Ludhiana was popular. So there was a shop, Muftalal Cloth House. So मैंने कहा generously my maternal uncle is so generous he would have thought to buy some clothing for me because I was just to enter in my 10th class. So after leaving me in that shop, he went away. So I just was sitting there before the counter. So at that very time, the owner of that shop asked me to bring tea from the tea shop nearby. मैंने कहा just it is a matter he is known to my uncle, maternal uncle. उन्होंने just by way of courtesy he may have asked me. So I went there. I bought 4 or 5 cups of tea in a carrier. वो sort of carrier होता है जिसमें चाय के गिलास अपने रेलवे स्टेशन पे रख के भी बेचते हैं. So after that मैंने कहा I just want to go to home. Well, no, you are not. You are being put up by your Mama ji as a service boy in our class house. Man, it is quite astonishing. So that was a moment because I was quite good at studies and I want to study further. So मैंने तब अपना what to do, whether to go home and tell my mother about the behavior of my maternal uncle or her brother. So I went to a Jagrata party because I was good at singing.
तेरा काम करने गया और कोई काम नहीं.
ये किसी की और की आवाज आ रही है सर बीच में. Who is this fellow? Hello.
You can continue.
So I went to that Jagran. You know about the Mata Rani के जागरण होते हैं जगराता करते हैं जो. So in those days in our Ludhiana there is a good tradition to go for Jagrans on every Saturday. There were few people who were holding out all these activities. So I went to one of them. So I asked them, I can sing any bhajan or any Mata Durga Mata Bhet. So कहते we just sing one for us so that we can see your voice, whether you can sing it properly in our Jagran or not. So that was a moment of big napping for me.
Yeah.
So they gave me a chance. I did not ask what money they will give me to me. So कहते we for one song or one bhajan, one bhet, you will get 20 rupees. It was 20 rupees means something in those days of 1971. So I attended that function at about 2 a.m. in the morning. That Jagran was completed. My people at my house, my mother, my father, they were much worried. There was no means of communication in those days. But ये telephone वगैरह अपना कोई इतने होते नहीं थे. So my father went to my maternal uncle and asked him, where is our boy? He has gone with you, but no, he has not turned up till 2 a.m. in the morning. So he was unanswerable to them. Then I came at about 3 a.m. in the morning at my home. So then I told the whole story. So after that, my mother never talked with her brother, because he has done something very mischievous with her son. But I believe in that. God helps those who help themselves. That 20 rupees that turned the whole life of my career of my life. I continued with my studies. I stood first in the whole Punjab in my 10th class. Then I was awarded the national scholarship. तो उसके बाद I did my engineering. I stood first in my engineering, and that was single moment that turned whole of my life.
Yeah.
And then I retired as a chief engineer from PWD, Water Supply and Sanitation Department of Punjab in 2017. So this is what I can say. That was really
Very
a
good.
napping point in my life, where my maternal uncle changed my course of life.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
प्रकाश जी आप कुछ कहेंगे? अनम्यूट अनम्यूट करिए, अनम्यूट करिए.
सर आई जस्ट ज्वाइन और
अच्छा.
मुझे पता नहीं टॉपिक क्या है, तो लेट मी.
अच्छा, नहीं, टॉपिक जो है वो कॉट नैपिंग, यानी आपको किसी ने सरप्राइज से ले लिया हो, आपकी दुकान में कोई आया हो और आपको आपको मतलब एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया हो, ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है सरप्राइज, इसके बारे में बात करने का है. आप सोच लीजिए.
हाँ जी प्लीज.
व्हाट अबाउट लक्ष्मी रविचंद्रन, राम गोपाल कृष्णा, यू वांट टू से समथिंग, शेयर समथिंग?
Hello, sir.
हाँ प्लीज. हाँ,
Hello, good evening.
गुड इवनिंग,
I
प्लीज गो अहेड.
yeah, I think I'll need some more time to think about it. I'm not being able to recall
Okay.
anything. But
Okay.
that was yeah, thank you.
What about Sitar Jayaraman?
Sridhar ji, I'll go ahead.
Thank you for joining. You want to share any coordinating movement?
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I think Usha
Hi.
ji wants to say something.
No, Sita ji, you go ahead.
Okay. This is about in the 1970s. We normally used to travel very far if it was a good movie. Particularly, old movies used to repeat themselves, screened again and again. So we wanted to go and see a Shami Kapoor film, and then we took two buses and then hurried through, and then at the last moment we went, we bought the tickets. There were 2 or 3 theaters in the same compound, and then we just hurried. We were a little late, and then we got the ticket, me and a couple of my friends, and then we went and sat. Those days we used to have a news reel and then a short documentary,
Yeah.
and then some kind of trailers, right?
Yes, yes.
So we were waiting. There was a news reel. It was almost over. And then it started off with some other film. I said, okay, this is a trailer. The actual film is coming and coming and coming. It was more than 20 minutes. And then still, there was Manoj Kumar, and then somebody else was coming. I said, where did Manoj Kumar come? Because we were planning to go to a Shami Kapoor film, Jungli, that was playing then. And then we didn't realize there was a change over. So that movie had already been taken off screen. And then they were screening another movie, Patthar Ke Sanam, of Manoj Kumar. And then we were sitting and watching, waiting for Shammi Kapoor to appear. No Shammi Kapoor. We were waiting for Saira Banu to appear. One of those successful songs, and then beautiful songs. And then none of them appeared. Then a gentleman was sitting next to us. Said, what is this film? He said, it's Patthar Ke Sanam. बिना मालूम किया आप आ गए और टिकट भी खरीद लिया. Then it was so embarrassing. No, I didn't know. My friend wanted to know. So none of us knew. And then each of us, my friends had to take leave and come.
Yeah.
So I had a good hearing from these people, because I was the one who suggested the theater. I said, no, Shami Kapoor film, for sure. Jungli is playing there. Let's go there. So they were upset with me. I said I was equally upset. And then finally we enjoyed watching Patthar Ke Sanam with the title song and the rest of the songs. So that was the surprise element. for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Thank you so much. It happens. Many times it happens you go to wrong movie, thinking that that movie is
Wrong
running.
theater, wrong movie at the wrong time.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Usha madam, you want
That
to say
was
something?
hilarious. That was really hilarious. I remember once going to Wokonthi looking for a Shami Kapoor movie. Again, a Manoj Kumar.
Like Manoj Kumar is replacing Shami Kapoor everywhere so that his movies run.
Yeah. I wonder how it would be if he shot a scene with Manoj Kumar playing Chahe Koi Mujhe
Yeah.
Jangli Kahe. He'll possibly
He'll
cover
be
his face
holding
like
like
this. Say,
this.
Chahe Koi Mujhe Jangli Kahe.
Yeah.
Ram Gopal Krishna ji, you want to say something?
Yeah, it is Rama Gopalakrishnan.
Rama.
Good evening, everybody,
Good evening.
and good morning to some Sita in
Yeah.
Canada. Yes,
Good morning.
I was I was. It was my birthday, 9 years complete, 10th. So we are all so fond of movies. I'm Hyderabad born and brought up, so Hindi films. You know, my atte used to take us. She's my paternal aunt, Appa's sister. So she was very fond of taking the children to movies. I said, what do you want? She asked me. I said, I want to see. That was the day Sangam was released in Hyderabad. It was, I think, Royal Theatre or something in that Badichowdi area, Sultan Bazaar. So we all went, and we stood in the queue, and as we were nearing top, that counter closed, ticket counter closed. There was no advance booking and all those things in those days. You have to stand in. I was so disappointed, very disappointed. And I went there and stood. My atte, she is a person who never gives up. I learned a lot from her. You know what she did? You wait here, you stand here, you all stand here. I'll just come back in 5 minutes. She went somewhere and she came back with the tickets. And I was like surprised. I never knew that even if the counter closes, you can get tickets. That was the surprise elements. But of course, it was a little late when we went inside. We couldn't see anything because it was all pitch dark in the theater, and we were, finding our way. It was very difficult with that person's torchlight. We were led to the seats. I really enjoyed that movie. Very, very, very.
But
I
how
will.
could you get the ticket?
Sorry,
How could you get the ticket?
black market.
That's a black market. Okay, okay. Good.
So we knew even if the counters close,
Yes,
no
yes.
issue. You can just get the tickets. So nothing is impossible. First lesson I learned in my life is this through my atte. She never gives up. She finds a way,
Right.
and that is how you probably find the solutions to the problems that arise in your life. This is just one that
It would have
comes
been
to my mind.
ironical if you had watched the movie, Kala Bazaar and Black.
Oh, yeah, that would have been apt.
And then they would have sung the song Khoya Khoya Chand.
Ah. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me an
Yeah,
opportunity.
thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Now I think Prakash ji is ready. Prakash ji, please go ahead.
यस सर सर बहुत बड़ी बात थी कि मैं जब भी सर्विस में था आई हैड ट्रेवल्ड होल इंडिया एमपी यूपी वाज माय एरिया एंड आई गॉट माय फर्स्ट अभी चाइल्ड की आप तो वो भी 50 साल की हो गई है तो आई स्टार्टेड अवॉइडिंग ट्रेवलिंग and I thought of coming to the electrical market without knowing even E of electricals. Somehow I started supplying from Chembur to Mulund, Bandup and all. I used to have a sidecar scooter. सुबह 9 बजे रात को 9 बजे आते थे. Suddenly I had an idea of buying a shop at Lower Chal with no money in my pocket. मेरे जेब में 5,000 रुपए नहीं थे और मैंने सोचा था कि लोहारचाल में अभी छोटा सा दुकान लेना चाहिए कि बहुत भटकना हो गया. And I got this shop I don't know from where the money came. I don't know कैसे उतरे ये सब ऊपर वाले की ये है, but that was shocking for me and shocking for my whole friend circle कि ये तो छुपा रुस्तम निकला. ये खाली मेरी एक एम थी कि मैं अपने पोते को भी सिखाता हूँ कि there is no in my dictionary. I tell him also that if you are bent upon anything, you can go ahead with it. But his help is sure. उसकी हमेशा प्रार्थना करनी चाहिए, उसको हमेशा मानना चाहिए. So I am here with this shop, with not investing even one naya paisa, and touch wood, it is a lower tall big shop and has got what money, and everybody knows it. And I'm very thankful to God for everything, everything.
थैंक यू जी. अब निर्मला जी, कैन यू शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंस ऑन थॉट नॉट?
मेरा तो ऐसा कोई एक्सपीरियंस है नहीं सर.
कोई ऐसा सरप्राइज एलिमेंट नहीं है कि आपने कोई चीज करना जा रहे हो और आपने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया हो कि ऐसा हो सकता है करके?
हाँ जी.
मतलब आप कुछ करना चाहते हैं, कर रहे हैं, और आपने कभी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया ऐसा होगा? सरप्राइज आपको कुछ मिल गया हो?
अब अभी मैं अभी रास्ते में हूँ, ट्रैवल कर रही हूँ.
ठीक है.
मैं कहीं चला जाएगा नेट तो बोल नहीं पाऊंगी अच्छी तरह से.
कोई बात नहीं.
Can I tell one more incident?
Usha ji, may I have Usha ji?
Yeah.
Usha ji से पहले कुछ सुनते हैं.
Yeah, I'll tell you one big surprise and one shocking incident.
Please.
Shocking incident was when I was in, I guess, 7th standard. And people who know me now itself can guess that I was very naughty when I was young.
Yes.
Very, very naughty. And means the ultimate I was. I can go to any extent for pranks. So it so happened that I used to go to this Balavihar classes of Chinmayananda. For a change, it is different from movies now. Yeah. I used to go to this Balavihar classes every Sunday. And it so happened that once the guru over there told me that we are going on a picnic on one Sunday. He said, there's no Balavihar class, we are going on a picnic. So all of you will have to be there at my place at 5:30. So my mother first said, my mother was a teacher. So she said, Dayanand sir, will you please mute yourself? Yeah. Yeah. My mom said, you need not go for the picnic. I was hell-bent on going. So I, started pestering my younger sister also. You also start asking mommy so that both of us can go. And finally, both of us started troubling her. So she got up at 4 o'clock. She prepared everything, all the lunch and everything. Those days, outside food wasn't easily available, no?
Yeah.
She prepared everything and we got ready. Mummy was already irritated because she also gets a Sunday and we had already messed up her morning. And then she had told me that now you are not going anywhere to call anybody. If you get down from here, you straight go to Deshpande uncle's house and you're going. If there is picnic, you're going there. You're not going to trouble any other mothers. And my friends have already told me that no one is going to send their children. And I also nodded. I said, no, I will not go. I'll not go anywhere. After we got down, we saw the lights were off in our house. So what I did was, in the same society, there were 8 buildings. I ran in the dark to the other building to call my friend. My sister also ran along with me. We went to the 2nd floor, rang the bell, and her mother opened the door and said, she's not coming. We were kind of disappointed, but we both got down. And to my shock, my mother was standing at the entrance.
Chor pakda gaya.
Chor pakda gaya. No, the thing is it didn't end there. My mother said, I told you so many times you should not go to call anybody. I knew you will come over here. I knew you will come to call her. So I came and stood over here. I knew that, she said. And I also wanted to see that you go safely. So I came here, but instead of going towards the entrance, you went here, I saw, she said. Then I went to that Deshpande uncle's house. And to my shock, there was no picnic. He said it is cancelled. Those days, no phones were there to inform us. No? So after some time, both of us returned with all those gadgets. No, we returned home. My mother said, as a punishment, now you are not going to sleep. Sit and study, both of you.
ना इधर का ना उधर का ऐसे रहो गया.
I know, but caught telling lies. No, she told us specifically not to go anywhere, but we still insisted that we'll go and call her. This was the shocking element. Surprise element was I was posted to SBI Belgaum. I was posted as the branch head for a very big branch. And those of us working in bank, we know how painful it is to be the branch head. It was really, my mother was not well. My mother was suffering from cancer and she was in her last days. I was all the time thinking, when she's ill, I'll not be able to go at any time, because as a branch head, nobody will be ready to take over the job when you're away. And as a branch head, to get permission for leave also is very difficult. I was, completely devastated. Like, I was traveling, like I had taken a car and I was going. On the way, like maybe I was halfway through to Belgaum. I got a phone call from corporate center, Mumbai, SBI. And they said, you're due for your next promotion. So instead of, you have already completed your branch manager assignment. So you have to go to the regional office. So regional office chalega, you have to be the second to somebody, तो हमें छुट्टी के लिए सब difficulty नहीं होगा. That was one good thing that happened. It came as a last minute savior for me. And as it goes, like my mother was not suffering. Mother was not feeling very well at all. And during my tenure itself, she passed away also. But I could go anytime she was not well. I could immediately, within a few hours, I could reach home. Belgaum to Bombay was just about 10 hours journey. That was the, happy element that I got. इसलिए मैं हमेशा कहते रहती हूँ, whatever happens for good.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the patient hearing. Thank you.
हाँ जमीला जी.
अच्छी बात है, जो होता है भले के लिए होता है.
Yes.
Usha, I would have loved to
This is
see the
very
expression on your face when your mother caught you.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was shocked, but the taste in my mouth went off.
And you had to eat all the tair shadam idli yourself, I think.
No, it wasn't Tahir Shadam or idli. She didn't make that. She had given a sandwich and this thing.
Good. Interesting story. Incidentally, I was a student of the Chinmaya mission for a long time.
Oh, and I've got a lot of prizes for Bhagavad Gita over there.
Oh, wow. We'll catch up someday on that.
Yeah, sure.
Next.
I have got some two funny incidences. I'll tell them. This is very funny. All of you will really think I'm such a big fool, What fun! But I was very serious then. My brother's children and my children were very small. And so my brother and my sister-in-law both work, So sometimes I was at home. So my brother's children, he used to drop them to my house till my sister-in-law comes from work. So wo bacche, they used to come and stay in my house till they come. They are picked up. So Rahul, now he is in Dubai. So Rahul and Sanju, my brother's children, they were in my house, and even my children were there. So they were all talking about animals, or they were all small. Yeah, magazine ka book sab hota hai na, animals ke book sab hote hain. They were going through all those animals, cows, this, that, and all that. They saw a dinosaur, They saw a big dinosaur like this. Then they said, they all knew that it was a dinosaur. Then he said, Ammai, Ammai, Ammai. They called me Ammai, like auntie, auntie. They in Malayalam, they say Ammai. Ammai, Ammai. This is, so many things are vanishing away. So many things are vanishing away. Anybody, I think it's
Dharmendra ji, please mute yourself.
So many things were vanishing. No,
You're muted.
I'm muted. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So you told me, Ammai, see, so many things are vanishing. Even, this dinosaur also, no?
Extinct. Yeah,
extinct. Yeah. Then I said, yeah, Rahul, what about the dinosaur? He asked me, dinosaur. So I said, yes, Rahul, that also will vanish now totally, actually. It will also vanish. Only some are there now. It will also vanish. Actually, dinosaur had vanished.
It's gone long.
I know. And those days I told, no, Rahul, that is also very rare now. That will also become extinct, I told. Really? No. Then he told me, he was very clever then only. Ammai, no, I think it is already gone, he said. No, I was confused. I said, no, I think no, it is already gone because we never used to hear about dinosaurs. So uske baad mein I was thinking, then I came to know that it's totally extinct long back. Dinosaurs to nahi hai, bilkul.
No, thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years back they're gone. I am telling him that also will go after some time. I'm teaching those children wrong, Then even now, when he comes from Dubai and all that, we will talk about those olden days, no? So मैंने क्या बोला था, dinosaur है, वो भी चले जाएंगे and all that, but it had already vanished. That one, and another one I want to share is, when I re-entered into film industry, they gave me a doctor ka role, like a psychiatrist role. They gave me a psychiatrist ka role. So we had shooting in Nimhans Hospital, Bangalore. So there I had to put a doctor's ka coat, a stethoscope sab dal ke. I had to come down to the reception. So many people, when the shooting happens, many spectators come and see, sit and see the shooting. So us time I had to, as soon as the action happened, I had to go direct to the reception and just ask something like that in mute. So many things happen in mute. So I have to ask the receptionist something and she will say something. So that was the shot. And then I had to walk away to the other place. As soon as the action happened, many people were sitting, all patients were sitting here and there. मैं जब गई, I was just going to the reception. I got a big blow on my back. किसी ने बहुत जोर से लात मारा मेरे को. Back. I was shocked. I fell down there only. This was during the shot. मैं गिर गई वहां पे. Everybody rushed to me. Jayalakshmi, ये नहीं तू. What happened? Then I came to know those patients who were all sitting there, they're all mental patients, वो सब mental patients बैठे थे वहां पे. So one doctor, where my back was shown, that doctor resembled one doctor whom that patient didn't like. वो डॉक्टर was resembling, मैं जैसे चलती थी, मेरा बैग, मेरे हेयर स्टाइल सब, मैं जब जा रही थी तो वो पेशेंट thought it is a doctor whom he hated. So he came, he was so angry. Just as soon as I went there, he gave me a big, बहुत बड़ा सा एक blow. It was so bad. It was so bad. But luckily I was 20 years younger. अभी होती तो मर जाती मैं.
You're really caught napping.
really caught, it is very true, Sriram.
Okay.
And everything they came to know that no, then the doctor said, no, yeah, like this, I'm very, very sorry, because they are, you can't blame those patients also, they are mentally retarded. So we can't say anything, but it was very, I had to suffer for more than a month. It was so painful. Because it was in my back, ना उतना हुआ नहीं तो हड्डी में होता था तो पता नहीं क्या होता था. But this which I wanted to, sometimes many artists who were with me then, they still when they see me now, वो बोलते हैं वो याद है नीति चक्रा में जो हुआ था, like, so this is another incident.
Thank you. ललिता जी आप कुछ शेयर करेंगी? Lisa madam? Huh?
Hello everyone.
You want to share anything?
Yeah, if we know,
Kidnapping incidents?
it is just something which we can't.
Voice ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Volume?
Now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now?
Yes. Yes.
Can you
Yes.
hear? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll just shift to another room. My son is in a call.
Sure.
Mm.
So something very interesting is coming now.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I have not been caught in any surprising or shocks or anything. Here, it is actually 2-3 incidents are there. One is actually a surprise, but it was a known surprise, nothing of that sort. This is something which we couldn't think which can happen in real life also. Our daughter Sanjeevani, everybody know. We shifted to, can you hear? Am I audible?
Yeah. Yeah.
We shifted to Bangalore in 99 when Binu, our son, had finished his SSC in Bombay, and Sanjeevani had finished her first year in Roya College. And Lax, he doesn't know what his children are doing. He doesn't know where his children are studying. I don't know. He was in his own office world. Yeah, he was a busy person. So he shifted, and he shifted in 98 December. A change of job, need-based, shifted to Bangalore. We 3 were in Mumbai. We had to shift only after Binu finishes his SSC exams. So this was in 98. 99 he finished his SSC. So 98 December, that shifted. And everybody as usual, because it's in the, Binu had to go into college. Sanjeevani was in the, she had finished her first year of degree.
Hold your speaker a little close.
Yeah. Now?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sanjeevani had finished her first year of degree in Ruya College. She always wanted to do anything which is away from mathematics. She used to score in maths, but always she wanted to be away from that numbers and all these things. I don't know why. That is her choice. So then Lax did a lot of research on what are the colleges, all these things in Bangalore. And unfortunately for him and for us, everybody knew only about engineering side. Nobody ever told him about this arts side, BA side. So everybody told the best education you will get in Bangalore. Oh, yeah, was a bola usko. And when we came, to our shock, not a single college or Bangalore University were not offering her combination of subjects. She wanted to do in political science and literature and all these things. And Bangalore University offered only sociology, psychology, all these combinations. And if you have to do your course, she was a rank holder. So she was a rank holder, and they told her you have to repeat a year, which vehemently she objected. I will not repeat a year. I will go to some other city, some other state, but I will not repeat. So that was actually a miserable time for her. And children are miserable, Amma is miserable. That is one area. Then somehow we went to university. We told them that in 1 year itself, she will complete the previous year's subjects also. But they didn't allow that. They said, repeat the whole year. And to top it, we had already got the transfer certificate, leaving certificate, everything from Bombay University. They will not take us back. And we had to somehow juggle biggle karke. My brother and his wife, they got her admission in Pune University. But Pune University colleges and all had already opened, and then this has started, and she didn't want to stay in Pune and do it. So we said, okay, as an external student, you can still manage your exams, but external students ko notes kahan se milega? University notes. That was a big issue. So my parents were there. In that November vacation, Diwali vacation, we went to Pune. And then she was miserable. Every day morning she used to weep. Amma, all these things. So my mom, she was a great believer in that Bhavani Mata. Puna goddess. So she said, Amman will take care of everything. And then one day we and I and Sanju decided to go to that Mani's bookstore. If you know Pune, there is one Mani's bookstore in camp. So we went there. We said, let us try all the bookstalls. At least you will get, if you have the syllabus, you can get the books also. So we went there. Early morning, we had our nashta. Nashta is not entering our throat because they have tension hai, dimag mein. Went there. And then when we were just going through one of the aisles, somebody tapped me in the back. I saw behind there was one girl standing. She told me, Auntie, what are you looking for? This is actually, I get goosebumps. We don't know from where that girl landed. She just tapped me and she asked, Auntie, what are you looking for? I said, I want some books for these subjects. And I called Sanjeevani, who was in another aisle searching for her books. I told her, she came, she said, this is. That girl said, you are not going to get anything from this bookstall. I am a Ferguson College student. I am also have taken the same combination of subjects. I have all the notes with me. Tomorrow morning, you come to the college and I will give you my notes. You can Xerox it. And we were in tears. What to do now? Somebody coming and openly offering like this. But still, 100% भरोसा नहीं था. तो बोल के गई है, but she should be there. So from Hadapsar to Ferguson College, it's a big distance. We said tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock we'll meet. Both of us again next day morning 10. One relief. कुछ तो अभी little bit we are ahead. वो गए next day morning. Both of us went. Exactly at 10, that girl lands up with one big bulk of notes. She Xeroxed everything because all colleges will have all these Xerox people in and around. Xerox kiya. We had our food at one restaurant in Savera. Very happy we were. We came back and then we narrated all these things at home. And we met that girl once later. Because that year got over. After the third year, second year got over. Everything went off well. Sanjeevani passed her second year. Third year notes also the same girl. She became a close friend and she was from Mauritius. She was not also an Indian. From Mauritius, she has come to study. She gave us everything. Third year also, she said, Auntie, don't worry about third year also, Sanjeevani, I will give you everything. She said, all the notes intact. 3 years degree over for our daughter, which was a big relief. From somewhere that Almighty sent that girl. Later on, we have no contact of that girl. We tried all ways of reaching her to all phone calls to colleges. So now I feel really that goddess would have come down and then given. She may not come down in all that Chaturbhuj everything. She will send somebody if you have true faith. Faith is more.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Blessing. Otherwise, from nowhere, one girl comes and taps. She gives you everything. Whole bulk, that girl's note she's giving to some stranger.
Okay.
So, it was one incident I will never forget in lifetime. Even Sanjeevani may not forget it.
Correct.
But that was a big. See, when you need help, somebody should help you. That help works wonders, and it will be remembered.
Yeah.
That girl was there, and now we don't know where it is. Maybe she will also be in a good place only. So this is one incident.
आपका वॉइस एकदम फेड हो गया है मैडम.
वो बीच में जाता है क्यों पता नहीं चलता है.
Not audible.
अभी सुनाई देता है.
हाँ यस यस.
पूरा मालूम हो गया, खाली बीच में गया. अच्छा.
तो ये एक इंसिडेंट है which I know, okay, that is 20 years back.
Okay.
More than that was in 99 to 99 2000 to 2001. She finished her graduation. Then she did her post-grad in Bangalore only. No problem.
What I narrated was 50 years back.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
धर्मेंद्र जी, आप कुछ बोलेंगे? कुछ अपना कोई एक्सपीरियंस बताएंगे?
सर एक्चुअली मैंने थोड़ा लेट ज्वाइन किया था. If you can just tell me what kind of experience, I'll be better to share my experience.
Excuse me, I have to get back to my work.
Okay.
Yeah, please, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was listening to all of you.
Thank you.
नमस्कार.
धर्मेंद्र जी, आज का जो टॉपिक था वो है कार्ड मैपिंग. मतलब you are doing something but something else happens which surprises you. जैसे आप
सैड सरप्राइज भी चलेगा?
हाँ, चलेगा, चलेगा।
Okay, then I will tell my story. I was in the office. I was in charge for Mumbai Pune Solapur pipeline. Okay, and Mumbai से सोलापुर तक हमारा 550 किलोमीटर लंबा पाइपलाइन है. So I was in charge there. And मैंने मेरे बॉस से बात की कि कल हम लोग को टूर पे जाना है. And morning 6 o'clock we will leave. And all this planning was done. We told all our locations also that we will be visiting. And these are our schedule for inspection and all these things. तो सर ऐसा हो गया कि मैं शाम को 5:30-6 बजे ऑफिस से सब प्लानिंग करके मैं घर पे आया. इन द मीन टाइम एट अराउंड 6:20 while having a cup of tea, नॉर्मली जब मैं ऑफिस से आता था तो एक कप चाय पीता था वाइफ के साथ में. तो हम लोग चाय पी रहे थे तो उसी में मेरा घर का डोर नॉक हुआ. And I was told, I saw suddenly, I found that, 3 of my colleague with some news people are also standing at the gate, including my boss also. So I said, sir, क्या हुआ? इमरजेंसी कुछ है क्या? अभी तो हम लोग प्लान करके आए हैं, कल जाना है मॉर्निंग में 6 बजे. बोले नहीं, यू कम आउट, वी हैव टू डिस्कस सम अर्जेंट थिंग. तो नॉर्मली क्या होता है पाइपलाइन में, जब कोई चोरी करने के लिए ड्रिल करता है ना, दैट्स एन इमरजेंसी केस. सो मैं सोचा सही कहीं टैपिंग हुआ है क्या, कहीं इमरजेंसी हुई है. तो बोले नहीं, यू कम आउट, इट इज एज गुड एज इमरजेंसी. दे डिडंट अलाउ मी टू वियर द शूज. मैं चप्पल पहन के ही उनके साथ गाड़ी में बैठ गया. गाड़ी एक जगह पर जाके खड़ी रह गई. एंड देन माय बॉस इज टेलिंग कि दिस पीपल जो आपके सामने नए हैं, दे आर फ्रॉम डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट, एचआर से हैं. एंड वी हैव बीन गिवन ए वेरी डिफिकल्ट टास्क टू परफॉर्म टुडे. And we have to perform because under compulsion of the manager. I said, okay sir, बताइए क्या बात है. He just gave me one letter, and that letter read out that I have been terminated from the services of the corporation. After spending around 25 years in the company, I was suddenly terminated on some XYZ grounds and all these things. And my wife was a non-working, my daughter was in 10th standard, my son was in 7th standard. That was my family. In fact, I was staying into the company accommodation, and I was told that tomorrow I should visit the headquarter office and immediately take away whatever my savings are there from the provident fund and also try, and I immediately vacate the company quarter also. That was my fate. So this is what I read, and I told them that sir, at least आप मुझे पहले बता देते तो थोड़ा प्लानिंग तो कर सकता था मैं, whatever is the reason. Then he said, नहीं सोलंकी, ऐसा है कि सडन डिसीजन लिया मैनेजमेंट ने, आपके पुराने कुछ केसेस थे उसके ऊपर में मैनेजमेंट ने डिसीजन लिया. आई जस्ट थॉट दैट अगर मैंने कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं किया है, मैंने कोई गलत नहीं किया है, then why I should afraid. In the meantime, there was some being a senior position, some people came to know. They told me कि you go and meet so and so, some XYZ पार्टी के लोगों को मिलो, पार्टी फंड्स में कुछ पैसा दे दो तो they will also help you out. But it went in a different way. Somebody, only one person, in fact, I wanted to commit a suicide also that time. Today I am a psychologist only because this thing happened in my life. Okay, and I lost all the fear of facing the management or facing any kind of challenges of the life only because of this incident. And I went to one counselor and he told me, okay, first of all, you thank God. Okay, Mr. Venkatraman, I will mention his name also. He told me that Mr. Solanki, you thank God because you are alive. Okay, some people immediately at this stage, they may commit. But anyhow, things went in a different direction. Ultimately, I fought my case in a high court. I fought 2 times in a Supreme Court. And I am the only one employee who fought with against such a big corporation, those who are hiring a very big lawyers in a high court and Supreme Court. But it's a God's blessing that I want on a single day. That is also a unique thing has happened with me, either high court or Supreme Court. Sir, मेरे lawyer मेरे से पैसा नहीं ले रहे थे. So I asked them कि why you are not taking money from me? At least आपका जो normal fees वगैरह बनता है वो आपको लेना चाहिए. He said, सोलंकी, हम लोग 30 साल 40 साल से इतना कर रहे हैं, हम लोग in the field of law है, but आज तक हमने ऐसा नहीं सुना है कि एक ही दिन में कोई केस का एडमिशन हो गया आर्ग्यूमेंट हो गया एंड जजमेंट भी हो गया. He said यहाँ पे तो हजारों साल जैसे चलते रहते हैं, तारीख पे तारीख. एक डायलॉग भी था कि मिलता क्या है, तारीख पे तारीख, तारीख पे तारीख. बट योर केस इज सो यूनिक दैट एक ही दिन में हाई कोर्ट में भी ये हुआ सर, एक ही दिन में एडमिशन हो गया, हियरिंग भी हो गया और जजमेंट भी हो गया. सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी एक ही दिन में एडमिशन, हियरिंग एंड जजमेंट हो गया. So both the lawyers of High Court and Supreme Court, they didn't charge me anything, and they said this is a very unique case for us. So this is how I was reinstated, and I retired as a very senior position in the same company. But this was the greatest shock of my life, and it gave me such a direction that when I wanted to commit a suicide, there is no income in the house, there is no money in the bank, there is no social. I was socially boycotted. Nobody will smile at you, nobody will laugh at you, nobody will talk to you. Okay. So under these circumstances, I left. Thereafter, I did my MSc in psychology. I did my post-graduation in psychology. In even today, my PhD I am pursuing today in psychology. So that is what the transformation I had. I am a life coach. I am a trainer also because of my 40 years experience in the corporate. So I do not know how to narrate this story, but really it was एक भगवान बोलते हैं ना, भगवान, ओके, कि भाई जिसका कोई नहीं उसका खुदा होता है. वो सर मुझे इसमें एपिसोड में सर आपके 100 लोग मिलते, कोई हेलो नहीं बोल रहा है आपको रास्ते में. कैन यू बिलीव दैट इज अ सोशल बॉयकॉट बिकॉज आई वाज स्टेइंग इन अ सोसाइटी क्वार्टर्स, मतलब कंपनी क्वार्टर्स में. तो कंपनी ने सबको बोला था कि दिस फेलो यू शुड नॉट गिव एनी सपोर्ट, यू दिस फेलो यू शुड नॉट कॉन्टेक्ट, अदरवाइज दे विल आल्सो बी टेकन एक्शन. एनी हाउ आई वाज जेन्युइन and the court proved that you are genuine, and company was asked that what kind of ridiculous procedures you have, that after 25 years of the job you are asking a person that whether you belong to the engineering or you become to science or you belong to particular this and that thing karke. So it was a very big jolt on the company's side, but I was reinstated. Thereafter also I got continuously my promotions and I retired as a head of the India HSE department. So this is what my life is there.
Great, great.
And in entire episode, my thanks to my wife who has stood by me. Every very strong position she took, and she was always with me. And my children also, because though they were small, but they said कि पापा don't worry, out of अगर company हो जाते तो हम चाय का लारी खोल देंगे.
मन कंपरता है वो ना.
Thank you. Really, it's very surprising, and this is really a true story of kidnapping. You were never expecting such a thing to happen, but it happened. What to do? But you have faced the situation so bravely. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. And today I am proudly telling you that I am joining from London. My daughter is a vice president in one of the company and handling European operations. India is under her. Middle East is under her, and Africa is under her operations. So she's a good place. So she invited me to the London. So it's my opportunity and my privilege that I am joining this group from London as of now. It is just 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you very much.
निर्मला जी, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? टाइम हो रहा है. निर्मला जी, you want to share anything?
कौन? नहीं सर, अभी टाइम भी हो रहा है और मैं अभी ट्रैवल में हूँ ना, तो कुछ बात नहीं हो सकेगी मेरे से.
Thank you everybody for this nice.
Thank you sir for the wonderful
session and sharing your experiences with all the audience. I thank seniors today and also Archana ji for giving me this opportunity to take this session. Archana ji, we can log out now, and thank you so much everybody.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Bye-bye.
Shabbat khair. Good night.
Namaste.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.